You know, another thing I came up with walking through the airport is this is why you need to exercise so you won't be like some of those people I see who are struggling to get through the airport. So again, this is another goal of this is why I'm walking every day going through the airport, because I want to make sure I can. I just wanted to jump in right quick and give you how I feel my first week went. I want to give those tips for those who may not have watched my other videos to tell you about my week one on the Great Lock-In 2025, being over 50, and wanted to kind of talk about some of the highlight points that came out of this week for me. One was being that I have to be intentional about this. I can't just kind of say get in where I fit in. No, I actually have to make a structure in order to align. And I realized that takes effort. That was one thing I came out of this week with, is I got to be intentional. It's going to take time and it's going to take effort, meaning I can't just free will it. I got to say, okay, be structured about this. Another thing I came out of this was with the fact that when we're doing something like this, we have to realize we're worth it. Meaning, sometimes you can say, why am I doing this? What is the purpose? You're doing this for your long-term gain in the end. If you're realizing, or if you're just jumping into the 2025 challenge and you don't understand exactly what it is, really and truly, I don't consider it, like I said earlier, as a challenge. I consider it to be a purpose and a journey that I'm setting myself up for 2026. I feel like this is the foundation for me going into 2026 for what I'm believing God for 2026. And I'm going to tell you too, it takes discipline. And as I was aligning this and talking about the Lock-In 2025 with God, I realized it's by me praying, asking God for direction, saying, Lord, give me the strength and the understanding as to what it is I should do. And those days where I felt like I didn't want to go through it, I didn't really want to do it, I realized in the end, I got some kind of like push to say, girl, you can do it. Don't worry about it. You got it. You know, don't overthink it. Those are the kind of things I ended this week with, meaning I kind of came to the conclusion that it's going to be me being intentional. I got to have structure, and I have to actually spend time. Just like I want to grow my relationship with God, I need to grow this relationship with wanting to be more healthy. So then another thing I came out with this was understanding that it's a process, and as the process grows, even though I may think, or you may think, you spending just 10 to 15 minutes doing a walk or doing some weights or doing different things, because our focus goal this week as we build on the goals has been faith and health, increasing your faith in yourself. You know, we're talking about being and building ourselves with the God, but we're also talking about as you go through this process, it's like you building faith in yourself that you can set a goal and that you can reach it. So this is for those people who may be out there saying, I know I want to do this, but I know I can't do it by myself. Use me as your fuel or energy for you to feel like, hey, I can go to the next level. So this week was good. I was on the road, I was traveling, I just got back yesterday, and being out of town seemed a little disconnected for me because I wasn't in my normal element. So I'm really kind of curious to see how I go into next week. But I just wanted to give you the encouragement to know that you can do this. And if you haven't started, go ahead and start. Because in the end, as we think about it, as we process it, just like those granules of sand that comes down and it's coming in a slow trickling amount, eventually it builds a mound. And that's the same thing with the little things that we're doing. Now, I'm going to do a video next week talking about our finances and how we can go forward to build our finances to get stronger, to go into 2026 and to increase our finances as we go through the year. But I just wanted to let you know, hey, you are not alone. You can do this. If you started this 2025 challenge at the end of the year, go ahead and continue to build it. Please comment in below. Let me know what you're doing. Are you doing it? Have you thought about doing it? And you know what? It's your plan. I think that's one of the biggest things I'm coming out of this is I have to realize I have to do this in and of what I feel is necessary for me right now where I'm at. So again, thank you for watching. Please enjoy my inserts of what I did for days 4 and days 5, and we'll just keep going on this journey together, and we'll keep learning together as we process, and I'll talk to you later. So it's day 4, and I'm actually at another hotel, and it's a little late, and I wasn't going to do it tonight, but I'm going to go on and do my 30-minute walk. Okay, so I just finished my 30 minutes on the treadmill, and I'm actually getting ready to go back upstairs and get myself ready to fly back home tomorrow. So day 4, got it. So I'm traveling today, and to get my at least 15 minutes of walking in, I decided to walk to the terminal. So I am going to count that as my 15 to 30 minute walk, because by the time you walk through the airport, this is what it's going to be. I also needed to say this is day 5, so I think tomorrow I'm actually going to do a rest day, and then I'll pick it back up. But I can say honestly, this commitment to walk, and you can see you can fit the walk in where you can fit it in, doesn't necessarily have to be on a treadmill. It could actually be outside, it can be in an airport. So day 5, Lock-in Challenge 2025. We're gonna do this thing. We're gonna do it. You know, another thing I came up with walking through the airport is this is why you need to exercise, so you won't be like some of those people I see who are struggling to get through the airport. So again, this is another goal of this is why I'm walking every day, going through the airport, because I want to make sure I can. Hello. So this is actually a continuation of day 5. I showed you earlier when I was walking through the airport, and I was saying, yeah, I'm getting in my actual steps now. But I decided that I got back home early enough that I'm actually going to do my Burn Boot Camp workout. And if you saw my video on Monday where I was saying normally after I travel, I'm like, it's over, I'm not doing anything, but I guess it's slowly migrating in my system to work out, because I was like, girl, you got back early enough, you feel good, you might as well go on and make it happen. So I'm actually getting ready to do my Burn Boot Camp workout. I probably won't film today because I'm just coming back. I literally have not been able to do my Burn Boot Camp workout for about almost 4 weeks. So I'm kind of getting back in the groove of things. But just wanted to say, hey, you know, as I mentioned throughout this week, little points about you're worth it. It may be uncomfortable, but if you make the commitment now in this Lock-in 2025, which is the next 3.5 months, you are already ahead of the game when you go into 2026. So I can't say it enough. It's never too late to start. I don't care if you start in November, but I'd rather you start with me now. This is for the persons who may be over 50 and you're like, hey, I want to get it together. 2026 is my year. As I say all the time, the best is yet to come. So I carried you through my week when I was traveling. Today I'm finally back home. It's day 5 of this lock-in. I am going to probably give myself a day of rest tomorrow, but I'm trying to still weigh it out. I might get up in the morning and decide to still come to class. But just want to give you an update, hey, it can get fluid. And maybe like I had those tough days, those Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Seem like now I'm like, okay, girl, you don't have a choice. Get it. Do what you need to do to lock in. So I'm gonna keep you posted. I'll let you know what I end up doing over the weekend, and then I'm gonna do like a closeout of the week and then something to talk about next week, because my goal is to start adding things in. This week it was focusing on, can I just get in 10 to 15 minutes of walking, and can I read for at least 30 minutes? And I did that the majority. Next week, I want to try to start incorporating in maybe some of my decluttering techniques, things that I need to do for that. But as I keep going and growing, I'm going to let you grow and grow with me. So I'll talk to you later, and let me get in this class.